welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing some Arena Breakout, continuing our road to mastery, really. We played some of this last week, got a couple games in. They do take a while, surprisingly, but they're all well worth it, I will say. We got some pretty good loot value in the second match. Hopefully we can continue that in this stream. But first, we have 42 new messages. We'll just claim all of them. Lots of cash, whatever these keys are, probably for the new update. We had to update this real quick. I'm glad it didn't take too long. What about this? Alright, market mail. I think we have some stuff that we sold. Except for this. So let's just... take this, so we'll keep the other stuff there. Oh, it expired, okay. Well, we can put the Mac 10 down here for now. And we'll probably try to sell it later. I guess no one really wants it. Same with the receiver. Kind of just have to see what people want and don't want. Maybe I priced it too high, that could be it. There we go, but back to Elite 3. Oh, never mind. Yeah, new update. We have to see what is gonna be changed in this new update.
It's time to run a covert. And a covert, apart from, can use a disguise to pretend
Probably
to
should
be a
read
militant.
this.
You'll enter the battle with randomly generated equipment.
Infiltrate might be pretty fun. I do prefer operator mode though. Just to have a little bit more of a better sense of the game. We have a lot more maps. TV station's new. And Northridge. Or no, Northridge was already there. Maybe TV station was there as well, I just didn't see it. Alright, let's head to the farm, start things off there. I don't think my graphics were too high. Yeah, we can always switch some things up if we're noticing lag or anything like that. Yeah, I hope we can get back to 1 million Cohen, that'd be great. We were able to yesterday, or last week. But I think everything sort of settled for now. I would bring a secondary, but I don't really want to, just so I can get something in the match. We'll use that to our advantage. Health is looking good as well. We always have some extra stuff if we need it. Alright, let's get to our first match of the stream. Start things off strong, hopefully. Alright, we have a decent squad. Let's see how things go. Yeah, I think the mission here is to get our secondary as quick as possible. And then try to increase our loot value as quick as possible as well. Alright, here we go. Guess we should check this house first. Actually, if they're gonna check there, we'll check these side areas. Do some motion from the back right, or back left. Ooh, look at this. Oh, that's only worth 4? That can't be. Well, I thought we found like a golden find, and then I guess not.
Need backup.
I probably should have gone to the house first. Just try to find something in here.
Need backup.
I don't need that. Nothing really good in here. These are player 3. Are we all good with health and stuff like that? Actually, let's just go up here. Come on, now you can get up there. Maybe not. I guess now let's go around. Need a little bit more stamina before dealing with these people.
Help me.
Negative.
Oh wow, they actually really had a good weapon. I wonder if it's because I was crouched, I just got a lot of headshots on me. Hope we didn't lose too much health. Yeah, it was all headshots. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to quickly regroup, get everything back. Also, what we could do, let's buy everything for storage, and then that way we could just buy everything from the shop within our loadout. We'll take 2 more of those. now that we've done that, we can just select everything from the recommended section. Might be more expensive, but it's a lot easier to do that. And we'll get the, let's see. I have to buy another one, so hold off on dealing with that. Maybe that way we can have all the cash up there. These pockets, and then we'll put the keys down in the bottom. I'm not entirely sure what we use those for. And then that way we can move these over. We'll have a little bit more space for everything else. Alright, let's buy another assault rifle. I think we'll need. Yeah, let's use the AKM. Use a cheaper option just until we have a little bit more of an idea of this game. Start with the cheap stuff, then we'll progress our way up to the more expensive stuff. At least everything sort of appears down here. Now let's get a med kit. Look at some other stuff really quick. I wonder if there's a way before we do that. This is what I meant to do. I wonder if that's all a part of the AKM cost. Probably is. And that way we have everything this way. This is a lot easier. I didn't know that this existed. The only thing we need is more ammo. And then let's just get some more ammo for this stuff. And there's a full magazine in there. Perfect, there we go. Yeah, that was a lot easier. We definitely need to do that in the future. King Red 22 player looks pretty good. Seem to know what they're doing. Or it's just what the operator's skin looks like. I think the issue we had last time was being a little bit too aggressive with our play. So I think if we play this a little bit better next time, we should be in a much better situation. I mean, we'll take what we can get. We can always switch things out if we don't need them. I don't think there's anything good in here, but we can always see.
Meds. I need meds.
Well, 1,000's 1,000.
Help me! Help me! Help me!
Outside the house over here. See if there's anything in here.
Need backup. Need
One of our
backup.
teammates might have grabbed the stuff in here already, but we can always see. I think another thing we need to do is sell a ton of stuff. Oh, that's a pretty good find.
Help me!
Oh, it's at A15, the warehouse. Checking this house first.
Help me! Help me!
Didn't realize he just had to use the knife.
Follow me.
Yeah, someone already looted this. Ooh.
Target eliminated.
Oh, they're right there.
Follow me.
I'm gonna move back.
Follow me. Need backup. Need backup.
Yeah, let's head up here. Try to get inside.
Need backup.
Hopefully there's not... Oh, someone's over there. I guess I'm at full health, even though I took all the shots.
Attack.
Okay, I was like, I gotta get someone with that.
Attack.
Hopefully they just keep moving on.
Stop. Attack.
We just keep moving our way through the house. Let me see if anyone shows up. wonder if we're all just making this noise and there's actually no one there. Where's that person? I think there's someone over there. I think we're good so far. That was a bad idea. Let's get out of here. Oh, you can't even jump in there. Yeah, this is definitely not real players, so that's the benefit there. Just gotta make sure they don't follow us. There we go, large weapon case. Let's see if we can get a good secondary. Alright, nothing really. We'll take the mag though. Oops, did not mean to prone there. I guess you can't jump over that. So what we really need to do is just to see if there's anything that we can get from these players. Oh, there, one more player. There we go, that should be the rest. Just gotta make sure that's the last player. Alright, should be good for now. Up to 23,000 into the loot value. So that's looking pretty good for us. We'll check this chest rig just to make sure there's nothing left behind. That's some pretty good stuff. Just need to reload a couple of these. Let's put the water down here. I'd say we need to go, I'd say the fourth
Let's extract here.
extraction over there is probably going to be the best option. Yeah, we have about 25 more minutes. We should be good. Got one player over there. I don't have a scope, so I'm gonna have to approach this from a different angle.
Watch this location.
Should be good with the ammo, but I'm just going to keep the secondary as the primary just in case we run out of ammo mid-fight. Hopefully they have a couple more magazines for us. Oh, they got a key. Which is this for? 3,000? That's pretty good. Alright, should be good. We have a lot of magazines at our disposal. That's gonna be just great for us right now. I got a grenade in the zone. That was a really good throw. Well, that's aimed pretty good, and we do need to get as much loot value as we can before we get a little bit more confident in our play. We could just sit here for a little bit. Just have to wait a little bit more. We have to loot them quickly. There's still one player here. I'm gonna try to find one more magazine for the secondary. Which I think we're all out. Right, that'll be enough for at least one of our weapons. This player also had the AK. See, is this better? Probably not. Just gotta wait 4 more minutes. We could go into the house, but it might be a little risky. See where our teammates are.
Let's extract here.
We got teammates here. I thought that was someone else for a second. Okay, nothing too much in there. Oh, it's my teammate. Oops. Are you gonna go in or am I going in? Alright, yeah, nothing good in there. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to see if there's anything in the safe. But did you find the premium suitcase? Yeah, nothing really good in there. Alright, well we got another minute 38 seconds. And then I call this a complete raid. 26,000 search value, pretty good. Not the best, but still gotta get somewhere. We could search a couple more buildings over there. I'd rather just extract. Guess I should make sure everything is of value. Okay, so we won't be able to use this. Does that mean we can pick this up or not? Yeah, we can. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Perfect extraction. Couple more seconds and we'll be completely done with the round. First round didn't go as well as expected, but the second one went much better. So if we can keep this going. Definitely need to use the market a little bit more. Gotta sell some more things. 29,000, 19 minutes. Pretty good. Got a lot of more items in our inventory. We'll just quickly work on organizing everything, and then we get right back into another match. I think we're gonna stay with farm for now, just until we sort of have a better feel for at least one map before we move on to the next. Imran, welcome to the stream. I think so far with this season, I haven't really played too much of the game yet, but I do have to say it kind of feels the same as the first one, or the last one. But I haven't played too much of it so far, so that could change. How about you? How are you liking the new season? Have you been playing? Why do people say it's bad? And then also, why do you think it's a better season? Because honestly, I mean, in terms of all the mobile games, I think it's pretty good. For what we have right now, I think it's doing pretty well. Yeah, I do have to agree. In terms of the realism, that's one of the reasons I started playing a little bit more than Call of Duty. I feel like in Call of Duty, at least for the mobile version, the Battle Royale experience is outdated, and in the multiplayer, the ranked mode is just not there. So I'm using an iPad Air 5th generation. So I got this one about 4 years ago, new. No, it's probably 5 years now. Yeah, so it's a pretty old device. I wouldn't say old. 5 isn't too bad. It's like moderate. And I'm using pretty high graphics settings on here per the overheating warning in the beginning of the stream, but it hasn't really been too much of an issue. Alright, here we go. Second match of the game, or third, or the stream. I think. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, let's go up to this warehouse first. Assuming there aren't too many people over here. There's one right there. Some pretty good. Pretty good loot over here. Hope we get some good stuff here. Get in, get out. We got a real team coming in. Hopefully it's just one person. I think the one thing we need to do is bring a lot of ammo. We still have four magazines, so it's not too bad. Oh my goodness. Should have been a little bit more aware with that. Oh, we're doing pretty well. Got 4 of them or 3 of them. And then I heard the person on towards the right side. I just didn't get back quick enough. Yeah, I would use T7, but I'm trying to learn the game a little bit before using that kind of ammo. Especially with the low return we're getting on these raids. Oh, I think I messed something up. Let's see if it's on here. Alright, well, I did not mean to do that. Well, let's move everything over here just for now, and then figure out how to not do that in the future. Yeah, nice to meet you too. Thanks for the subscription. Really appreciate that. Be sure to see you in another stream. There we go. That was the last thing we needed. Alright, now all we need... How did it do that again? Did I sell the attachment somehow? Actually really confused. Let's just sell this. And then just get a new one. know why it's doing this. Like, it's not even accepting its own attachments. Let's just use this. Like, there's nothing else in here. Yeah, that should be everything. Well, I'll keep it there. See if it accepts these. Alright, there we go. I don't know why it's doing this. It's making this a lot harder. So then you have to like unload the clip and then load it that way, which doesn't really make any sense. But I think we'll just, oh, you do link search and fill it. We'll just start with half of the ammo we need. We'll probably use it by the time we get into the match. Alright, now we can finally buy stuff. So buy one of these. Let's get one of each for now. It should be good. Everything should be in there. We have food, water, bandage, medkit. I don't know why it keeps taking stuff from the inventory. So that's really the whole point with this, was to make sure we wouldn't have to do that. Oh, let's get a couple more things and then call it good. No need to keep working on this. We just need field bandage and water and we're good. Alright, that should be it. That's all I'm really going to use. Alright, there we go. There's got to be a much easier way. I know there is, because you can use the quick equipped, but then it takes stuff from your inventory, and if you want to keep it organized, not have to keep going back to the market, then it makes it a lot easier. If you could just make like a preset or something like that. I think that's what we really need. We're going in solo on this one. Alright, so we found a pretty good warehouse last time. We just have to make sure we don't get eliminated. I mean, we took out 3 players and then just did not see the 4th from the right side. They probably flanked around the cobblestone wall, if I'm guessing what they would have done. Alright, and I do have a loot priority on, so that should help. Here we go. Let's see what we're going to go to first. Let's go to the storage place. That's where we died last time, so hopefully we can get some better stuff to get in, get out.
What's happening?
Yeah, I got 1 player here. Should be 1 more player. There we go, got some more ammo as well. Then we'll take the right side stuff and then we'll head out. Don't want to overstay our welcome. Yeah, doing all this is kind of just a gamble. Interesting that they have H2O2 in this game. There we go, perfect. Let's get in, get out. Just need to get a couple more things. Fill light, whatever it is, it's probably good. Alright, let's get out of here. 25,000 search value already, pretty good. The key is you just really need to have the necessary armor and weapons and the ammo and all that kind of stuff. Really crucial. Oh, that was a bad 5 of them. Yeah, I did not realize that was barbed wire. Hopefully we can figure things out, get everything fixed up. Meanwhile, we can check these crates. Still got 2 more to deal with. Oh, but there's some field stuff in here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Hopefully that's, or we got a pistol. I think we already have one. Yeah, we do. That was only 1,000, so not the best use of stuff. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit hard to deal with. We're going to need to find some field kits as soon as possible. And we still have 2 more of these to deal with. As we just pop the pills for the pain medicine, and hopefully that will help us get things through. Get us through the pain.
Looking for trouble?
Alright, let's get up here real quick. There we go. Hope we can find something in here. We got some ammo, but really need those field bandages. We could try the disinfectant, but I don't think that's going to do anything. Yeah, you can't really use that. We could head to the farm. It's probably the best course of action to... Oh, here we go. Alright, now we can take the med kit and then we'll have to use it right away. I guess this is really just affecting us. I mean, I guess we keep using med kits, we should be okay. Actually, let's do the abdomen first. Alright, everything is finally healed. I guess you can just use medkits if you have a lot of them, which I did not know initially. There we go, we are finally back to full health. It's a little worried there.
Someone shoot!
Yeah, I say we keep going. Although there's some shots getting fired from in there, so I probably, yep. Let's go a different way. Yeah, nothing too good in here. But I don't really want to overstay my welcome. So I'm just gonna make my way up to the house and move on. But now that we've been seeing what's going here, and then keep moving on. Try to spend as little time in each area. I did notice that the reload time is a lot shorter than it has been in the last season. So I wonder if they did something with that. That's a rose box. 4,000? When we get desperate, let's just take it. Alright, let's gonna move on. I'm gonna head to the house over here and then figure out which extraction site we should head to. Alright, let's check things out. So far, let's head to the farmhouse. The
Let's extract here.
farmhouse. Is that even what it's called? Oh, Southwest Farmhouse. Okay. Yeah, let's get some more meds. Definitely saved us with the field bandages there when we ran into the barbed wire. Yeah, pretty close. Only 200 meters away. I have to go around this. I don't really want to go towards the middle because there were a couple teams over there. Yeah, I'm assuming it's pretty close to here. here we go. We finally made it to the extraction site, and let's get out of here. Pretty good search value. 33,000, not too bad. At the same time, we definitely could get that to 50,000. And then for the next stream, probably 80, then 100, and so on. The real key thing here is to go to those high loot value, high risk places. I'll find some good stuff there. Alright, let's head to our storage, and then we'll see what we have, but we don't need. Then we'll continue on to the next raid. Yeah, I think bringing at least 30 bullets would probably be a good idea. I mean, if we have 4 mags, that should be enough. We'll sell the rose box as well. I'll put the ammo in here. Instead of doing that, let's put this in our storage area, which I don't really have one. Oh, we just put it right there. I'll sell it later. Don't really need any of these bullets so far. We can always keep these here. Probably a smart idea. So we got ammo, water, food, first aid, painkiller. We need field bandages. That's what we need. We'll get one of those. Now that I know that you can use field kits or med kits, it's gonna be a lot easier to help with our issue with getting those bandage injuries. We don't want to bring too much. We should be okay with this. It's nice to be minimalistic while you're just figuring things out. Okay, let's see what else is in here. We don't really need these. So I feel like it's pretty hard to get the quick kit tokens or wherever you need to buy these things. don't know why it can't just stack itself. Sure there's a good reason for that. But this might mean that we can sell more stuff. Let's see. Oh, we reached the limit, so we can't do that anymore. Alright, let's hit one more match and then see where we can go from there. Everything is pretty settled up at this point, so we don't have to do any major changes. While we're waiting, we can take a moment to thank you all so much for watching the stream. Really appreciate all of you coming out, especially those that subscribed and liked the video or the stream. Really appreciate y'all doing that. Okay, let's get back into this match. Gotta do a couple more things and then we can get everything set up. Alright, here we go. Let's get things started. We're headed to this house. Got 34 minutes on the clock. Got things electric in here. Got the storage case going. Let's see what's in here. Nothing we need. Let's continue on. Got some action over here. Some shots getting fired towards the west direction.
Watch this location.
Oh, my bullets must not be that good. They might have a couple of magazines. We'll see. We got at least one. Alright, no need. We'll just use what we can have. Just make sure everything is. Alright, 29. It's enough bullets. Really? Not even a full mag could do that? I need to upgrade our ammo. Got some shots. We'll get in here real quick. Let's see how much this is worth. Okay, grand, we'll take that. Hey, come on, I got a loot priority. Take the vault really easy. Sorry, we'll put the decoder in there. 45 seconds on the clock. Got one more player over here. That was a good person. That was a really good player. There he was, like, why was that not working? Dog tag. Yeah, we're really close to dying. That's quite the match there. That was a really good player. So they got anything in the backpack that we can use. Perfect, that's gonna be good. Alright, that's a pretty good elimination there. Exactly what we needed. We'll let them take the case. Already got plenty of stuff from this raid. And we have a couple more things we have to heal, but other than that, I'm not too worried. Oh, I did not have the surgical kit, so that's going to be a big issue. Let's just hope we find one throughout the match.
This location.
I did not realize that we would need something like that. Guess we should just add a surgical kit to our loadout. Might be the best option.
Watch this location.
I'm trying to find anything at this point. So now we're just getting all these pain things. Well, at least something. Alright, let's go in here. Let's make a plan. Because I don't have much time for all this. I really don't have a surgical kit that we do need. I wonder if someone else has a surgical kit, or if we can find one at some point. See how many there are. I just don't think it's worth it. Alright, really quick. Hopefully they have something. No backpack as well. Yeah, I just do not have the surgical kit. Exactly what we need. Oh, there we go. Perfect. There we go, perfect. Exact what we needed to fix everything, hopefully. Let's see if there's anything else we have to do. There we go, perfect. We'll take our stuff back. And then the magazines we can just keep down here. Might have some more ammo that we can put in those. And we'll fill 3 more mags. We'll put the water down here. And then that way we'll have 3 at our reserve. I guess even 4. Well, I guess 3.5, but still. Or no, 4.5. So, I mean, we won't really need that one. Alright, what else do we need to deal with? That's okay. We'll fix the abdomen. Then we should be good. And some more hydration, and then we should be good. And I think we already used our food. But I think this will be it. And then after this, let's figure out a extraction site. Oh, not even close. We'll keep this. It's always the RPGs or stuff like that that really confuse me. Or confuses me. Oh, let's get out of here. We'll hide in this bush, and then let's figure out where we should head to. Oh, all the way to the other side of the map.
Extract here.
We'll head to the 3rd one. Only 700 meters away, not too far. I mean, it's obviously pretty far, but not too worried about making that distance. Yeah, 22 minutes on the clock, not too bad. Still plenty of time. I got one player over here. There we go. Took care of them. Alright, we got these players, see if there's anything in there. Hope they have at least one magazine or some ammo. Yeah, I was afraid of that. They're just gonna have shotgun. Oh, this will be fine. Take this. We can always... Can't really work within their backpack to take that mag out.
Watch this location.
Now we'll take care of this one other player over here, and then we'll keep moving on. Yeah, we have plenty of magazines to make everything go as smoothly as possible. Curious to see where they went, but I'm not really wanting to stick around and find out. Okay, if we leave that fight as is. Yeah, let's use the knife, get up here, and then we'll switch to the AR and then get back our stamina. Goes to the toolbox, nothing else. Just gonna get our stamina up all the way so we can get past this farm. Just in case there's a team that we don't expect. Yeah, now we're only down to 200 more meters and we should be good. Don't want to jinx it though. Yeah, 35 storage value, pretty good. At least decent for what we need. Okay, one person right here. We got a couple teams, a couple players are released. Oh, they're right there. Oh, never mind. Let's not deal with them. Not worth our time. I think we just extract. Got no snipers within the area. We should be good. Couple more seconds, and there we go. Perfect raid. Nice job. Pretty good for our third day playing this game. Getting our loot value to an average of 35,000. Don't even need to really make any changes to the storage because we are working pretty well with these extractions. I guess we should take some of these things off of here. I will keep the dog tag down here with the keys. I guess we could bring those next time. We have a lot of med kits. Probably store the excess a little bit more down here. Same with the rest of the stuff. Then I'll put these med kits up here. And then same with the bandages, let's see. Yeah, right there will suffice. And then we'll keep 2 on standby. And then we'll keep the stow pack, probably. I like to keep the endurance stuff going, so we'll put the cash up here. Put the extra ammo up here, move all these down. I guess we should just have one of those on standby. Same with this. Yeah, so I gotta go through this, a little bit more of a boring part. I'll put reserve magazines down here. That should be good. Obviously we need to get some more ammo into these magazines, but other than that it's pretty good. We'll take this one out, we'll put that there, put this as the primary. Actually, we'll keep the scope, kind of like that one. And we'll sell the pistol, don't really need those. This all looks pretty good. Not much we had to really fix. Although I will take this out and then just buy a recommended one. And then we don't need the H2O2 or the disinfectant. We'll keep this down here for now. Sort of the stuff is just as extra storage at this point. We have a pretty large amount of medkits, so I might just sell 2 of these, even though I'm just gonna get 9 Cohen, it's not too much. Or 400 if we get sales to the market. Put it pretty low so those sell quickly. And then I guess we'll just keep some extra medkits here. Not the worst thing to have on standby. But yeah, I think I'll end the stream there. Solid hour, 50 minutes, about 2 hours generally our goal for the stream, but I am going to end it there. So thank you so much for coming out to watch the stream. Be sure to subscribe. We had a couple subscriptions this stream, really appreciate that. Trying to grow the channel. Got some likes. Be sure to like the stream if you enjoyed it. That way more people can see it and join us in the next one. Thanks for chatting in the stream. Great to have the interaction as well. But other than that, I think a great start to this new season. But other than that, there was another video on the channel. Be sure to check that one out. A lot more special effects than that one too. Maybe I'll put that in the stream, depending on how painful that's going to be for OBS. But other than that, thanks again. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again.